And welcome to the movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And
I'm stuck behind the icon.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Tell you what, we'll do this.
It
There
kinda
we
looks
go.
like I'm the one yelling.
And our good buddy,
David Montoya.
right?
Dave.
Dave, how are you doing down there in sunny California?
I am doing great, thank you.
Yes.
Busy as usual.
You haven't melted yet?
It's on the down now. We passed our 115 degree weather.
Holy
So
snap.
Yep.
That makes me want to turn my fan on now, just hearing about that. That's insane.
Just knowing where you are, I really keep an eye out for California weather, so I'm always concerned.
yeah, it was pretty warm. We dropped it all the way down to 59. My thermostat goes that low. And even though I had it dropped all the way down, it was still like 82 in the house. That's just how hot it was.
Jumping. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pack up some ice and send it to Dave.
Yeah, that'll work.
Definitely need it.
Yep. All right. Well, it was Dave's choice for today's movie. And he made a great point. What was the big thing you told me about this film?
It takes place in 2022.
Exactly.
Yeah. This was I'm quite sure a first time watch for me, and I just watched it like 5 hours ago.
So it's really fresh in your head.
Very fresh, and alarmingly so.
Because there's a lot of on-topic topics in there.
Well, the entire opening random montage of images look like they're straight out of the news headlines of today.
Mm-hmm.
50 years ago.
Yep.
That's kind of terrifying if you think about it.
They nailed it.
Except that they said in reality, the population of New York today is less than half of what it says in the movie.
Still, that's a minor little note that you can get over.
Yeah, it's because they didn't have Soylent Green,
That's why this is right for a remake. I don't know why it ain't happening.
Fun fact, there is actually a corporation in the States called Soylent.
Of course there is.
It's probably because it doesn't get talked about ever.
And I found out in 2011 there were actually crackers that came out called Soylent Green.
Well, there's a band called Soylent Green.
Oh yeah, it's jumping on the marketing. The trademark must have lapsed or something. Who knows?
Yeah, I was gonna say 40 years later, let's call them crackers after this 40-year-old movie. People will love it.
Yeah, you just never
they probably
know.
Would actually.
Late branding.
Well, we are going to get into making our own cast. We're going to recast this bad boy. So, Dave, we start with our guest. Who is your Roy Donovan for this one? Originally played by Roy Jensen.
Let's see. I actually have my...
Everybody's got their list.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Roy Donovan.
Oh, Mike said, wasn't it made of people? No, it was actually made of celluloid. They filmed it on this celluloid material.
Yes.
And then put it into a projector and screened it on, walls of silver cloth.
Yes. We actually saw an example of that at London Comic Con.
Yes.
They had a classic film screening room
with
a reel-to-reel, like a 16 millimeter reel-to-reel.
With Jake, I'm not surprised.
Because they had Total Recall, and my buddy Brent, who came along, he went to watch Total Recall. He'd never seen it, and he had to sit there while they had to switch the reel.
Did you point me out?
Wrong. Total Recall.
There is only one Total.
Obviously not.
Mike said, okay.
So I'm going to set the bar high on this one.
Okay.
Liam Neeson.
Oh, nice pick.
I figured, I sat down with this list and I was like, okay, so money obviously is no object, and this is just who would be the best, and the intensity that Donovan brings in today's performance, I could only think of Qui-Gon Jinn.
Very good.
Sure.
He's got a particular set of skills.
Yes.
Yep. That'll line that he will die with that line now. It's not going anywhere.
He would give also a nice edge of intensity when he needs to too. When he needs to be just a little heavier, he's got that edge that he can bring, right?
Exactly. Good pick, dude. Good pick. Jason.
Thank you.
See, not only is it so fresh because I just did this today, but I've recently found that new Cyberpunk Edge Runners anime on Netflix, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's based out of the video game universe, and it is fantastic. If you're a fan of that at all, you'll probably dig it. For some reason, I felt like the theme of Soylent Green, like the film, kind of fits to a cyberpunk universe. So I was kind of picturing a cyberpunk take on this.
I could see
with
that.
my casting. That's weird to say given my first choice. Okay, let me just put that. But I wanted a guy that can have a very dominant presence, but also kind of father just a little bit to keep you at ease, So kind of father, but a mean father when he needs to, kind of thing. John Goodman.
Yeah, I could see how that would inspire the cyberpunk anime aspect of it.
No.
I know. I heard what you said.
I worked the other way around. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But Goodman, Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going.
Okay.
All right.
I can see that.
So yeah, John Goodman.
Okay. James.
I kind of went that way, but a little different with guys that aren't necessarily imposing just from looking at them, but from the movies I've seen him in. I went with Ray Winston.
Oh. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. I'm kind of picturing his version of Punisher. Almost. Not quite as violent, but a little
no
like
doubt.
he had a certain level-headedness to his
Suddenly
menace.
they're overstocked in Soylent Green.
Yeah. They gave me triple portions today.
No, that is good. Okay. I kind of cut the middle between both y'all. And Dave, actually.
I'm trying to picture what the middle might be.
Between Liam Neeson, John Goodman, and
Mel Gibson?
No.
Oh.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
Ooh.
Because we've seen some of his intensity.
Oh boy, have we.
But with, leaving Las Vegas, there is a drama edge to him.
Okay.
So I
think
this would be a nice role to rein him back down to reality acting instead of the over the top he's been doing lately, like Willy's Wonderland and things like that. So,
but again, when you need him to bring up an intensity, you let him just take a little step in that direction, just to give him that little. He might not be a little on kilter,
Yep, and that's the cool edge that Nick has. So, yeah, Nick, I call him.
I totally see that.
Okay, we're now going to move on to Kolozik, originally played by Mike Henry. Dave, who do you got?
Kolozik. Let's see. Which character was he? Because I went down and I just wrote down which ones I remembered.
He was the cop who was organizing the riot team, and he gives Eston his helmet and says, "You're on duty tonight," and then he's the one that has to make the announcement that they're shutting down because they've run out of portions.
All right.
Really?
I'm going with Matthew McConaughey.
Nice.
McConaughey.
I wanted to.
Wanted to take a break. He will be back. See, there he is.
I just think that as far as like scenery, I think McConaughey could go into that and just chew it up.
Sure.
I agree with that. Especially Reign of Fire McConaughey.
Oh.
I
only watched that once, but I do you remember that was a little? He was a little more than usual.
Yeah.
For that one. For him.
Yeah. I think that's a good pick. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, he was actually down here at the bottom of our list, and anybody who's ever read my handwriting knows I can't. Oh well, I work in film.
It
So,
probably says Malcolm McDowell, but he couldn't read it.
Yeah, you know.
Jason, who's your pick?
All right, Mike Kolosik. I'm going for your quintessential level-headed top henchman, like the guy who gets shit done. Batista.
Oh, that's an enforcer, dude.
Kind of leading into the Hotel Artemis version of Batista. You know, he gets shit done.
I can see that.
And I can see like a really cool, big climactic battle fight with them at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Batista's going to bring it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But let's compare Batista to.
I almost slotted Boyd Holbrook in here again because he's just so good in everything he does. But I was reading the trivia, and apparently the guy who played Kolosik, all his dialogue is dubbed because his slight southern accent didn't work in New York.
I read that.
I went with like a really good New York actor. I went with Edward Burns.
Okay.
Who's very New York.
Edward Burns. So you gotta.
And he's played a cop more than once. Edward, what? Brothers McMullen. She's the one.
He's got very clean cut. He's got that like a Suits type style haircut.
He's in Saving Private Ryan.
Yes.
Jeez.
He's probably just one of those. That guy. I guarantee it. Okay. Yep. That guy.
That guy.
It's that guy.
Yeah.
It's that guy. Exactly. And he is one of those guys. He hasn't had a super standout moment for me.
Matt even says he wasn't too bad in Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
I pointed that out last time. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. So,
but I was actually being with the henchman. I was going with his Bond spin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I went in a slightly different. I wanted to keep that same enforcer type thing, but I liked the subtle aspect of it. So I went with Pedro Pascal.
Oh, nice.
With the way his body language in Mandalorian, it is very confrontational.
You mean his stunt double's body language?
What? No, that's always him. 100% all the time. It's Pedro Pascal. Always. But yes, I went with Pascal.
Nice.
Just because.
I feel like you can't lose with Pascal pretty much any time right now. He just seems to be able to do everything.
Yep. Now we jump on to Gilbert, originally played by Stephen Young. Do you guys remember Gilbert?
Yes. Well, I do, of course.
James?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dave? Good. All right. Dave, who is your Gilbert?
Johnny Depp.
I'm sorry?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Interesting, because it's a small part.
Yeah, but he would make the most of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I went the way of yoga hosers, and I thought about the delivery.
Okay.
And I could totally see it.
I think.
Yeah, literally, he's one scene. So yeah, it's just like that. Yeah. Because I think Gilbert has two scenes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, two scenes. His introduction where he's just the nice guy, landlord, whatever. And then the scene where he's putting his foot down with the ladies and Heston has to put him in his place.
That's not Gilbert.
Yes, it is.
Gilbert's the guy at the beginning that takes out Mr. Simonson.
No, Gilbert's the guy who ran that apartment complex.
Is it?
Yes.
Because at the very beginning, didn't Donovan and Gilbert meet in the car?
No.
I'll be right back, guys.
No, that guy wasn't even on the list.
Oh well, dang! I totally thought he was someone else.
No, that guy was just an unnamed pawn.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure Gilbert's the one who
No,
kills the guy at the beginning.
not his name was specifically Gilbert. I remember the name. because I was like given his introduction. I was surprised by his big scene when he starts smacking the girls around.
Let's see here. Because there's a Wikipedia page for everything.
Oh, you're gonna trust Wikipedia now?
Ish.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. I go to Wikipedia ish. Oh, I didn't do it. We lost Dave again.
I think he just turned his camera off.
Oh, okay. Can you hear us, Dave?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. Just checking.
Let's take a quick look. Blah 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 blah. There's
I keep holding up the show. I am so sorry.
That's okay. Natural food, the home's the elite, blah blah blah. Age, so he is soon attacked while working during a riot by the same assassin who killed Simonson. So
that's not Gilbert. Gilbert runs that apartment building.
Okay.
He was beating up the furniture.
Because I remember that scene that you're talking about.
Gilbert uses the tools Donovan gave him to break into the wealthy part of the city. He then breaks into Simonson's apartment and gives him the message that he has become unreliable and they can't risk the catastrophe. Gilbert then kills Simonson.
They're both the same person. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
They don't look the same. I'll agree with you
You're
on that.
right.
They do not look the same.
I had no idea that was the same dude.
I didn't either.
He Walt Flanagan'd it.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Oh, I got to make sure my pick still works here.
Mine does. And I still agree with Dave's. I think his pick, Johnny Depp. Yeah.
I don't know if my pick works now.
Well, let's see what it is. Jason, what's yours?
Because I was strictly going with the landlord aspect. I went with Lance Reddick. Played the concierge Sharon in the John Wick films.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
He was in Fringe, too.
See,
yeah.
I think that could still work.
It's the assassin part, just because I haven't seen him be physical like that.
Yeah.
Actually, no. What am I saying? John Wick 3. He did some ass kicking in 3.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? No, I take that back. No, I stand by my answer.
There you go.
Lance Reddick. I'm really leaning on his performance in that landlord's the big scene there. But yeah, no, Lance Reddick. I think that he'll bring something nice.
Perfect. See, it works. It still works.
Yes, I was worried. But all right.
James.
I just can't believe that was the same dude.
Neither can I. I can't either. I might have to rewatch that and just double check.
I was just looking. I went with someone who could probably pull off the thuggishness, but survive a small part. I went with Gerard Butler.
Oh, heavy action there. Mr. 300 himself. And Mr. Law-abiding citizen.
Yes.
Yes.
But for this role, I'm kind of taking his performance from Rock and Roll. A little less action, but still just enough.
Oh, what was his name in that? It was
Bob.
Yes. No. Handsome Bob was Tom Hardy.
That was Tom Hardy.
Oh, I was just guessing anyway.
1-2.
1-2.
Right. And you thought Bob was crazy.
Handsome Bob was Tom Hardy. The ladies, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, for my Gilbert, I went under the radar with someone you probably wouldn't pick normally, but I think he could pull it off, especially after watching This Is the End. I went with Jonah Hill.
Oh.
Because especially now, like he's trimmed right up and he looks very different. He's gotten a lot more serious stuff under his belt. But after This Is the End, and you see all the stuff he did as the devil at the end, and I think he could do it.
Actually, just look at his just sheer acting chops, like Moneyball.
Yep.
Even Wolf of Wall Street. He got so ridiculous in Wolf of Wall Street. No, it's not out of the realm to put him on the list.
Yep. Okay, now we're gonna get to Chief Hatcher by Brock Peters, who is interesting. I'd never seen him in a young role.
You're right.
You know?
Yeah, it was a little weird.
Yeah.
50-year-old flick. Surprise!
Exactly. And of course, the first thing that pops in my head is Star Trek. Star Trek 6, he's the admiral. And it's like, wait a minute. So, Dave, who is your chief of police, Chief Hatcher?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, nice.
I couldn't think of anybody but Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
Again, this would be a 2022 remake, so the F-bombs are flying.
Yeah.
I think
Sam's in there. If Sam's in there, it's the MF bombs.
I feel you're definitely going for a strong action comedy vibe, and I'm digging it.
Absolutely. When Rob and I were talking about this, and I said, there's a lot of remakes going on, but there's only one movie. If I could have the budget to remake myself, it would be Soylent Green. So yeah.
So far, his budget is pretty high.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And we haven't hit the main characters. Your budget is huge, dude. I love it.
There'd be something to try and do is that sometime try and figure out what your budget would be.
Oh, no kidding.
I might try and do that.
Somebody hire me a line producer. Rob.
See, wait, what? No. All right, James, who is your Chief Hatcher?
Oh, what? You skipped me.
Oh, sorry, I did, because I don't care what James or Jason picks, apparently. Jason, who's your Hatcher?
Hatcher. He was a ninja. He was not what I expected from that kind of role.
Yep.
You're usually expecting either he's just burnt out and doesn't care, or he's just blowing his gasket and I want your badge and your gun, all that crap. He was like very buddy, but then he kind of turned on him a little bit,
Yep.
So one of the best guys that I can enjoy right now that can pull that is Patrick Wilson.
Oh.
Particularly A-Team.
See how he's got rules? He's just a lot cooler than yours.
Exactly.
Well, and not only that, because you get that little heel turn in there, and from watching Aquaman, he's got the heel chops.
Oh, definitely.
He's not always the nice guy investigating supernatural stuff. No,
especially not in Hard Candy.
There you go. Very good pick. James.
I was looking it up, and the only thing I've ever actually seen Brock Peters in was To Kill a Mockingbird. And
you've never seen Star Trek 6?
Not yet.
Probably the only time I stick up for a Star Trek movie. But yeah, you got to watch this.
So I have it. I'm going to watch it one of these days. So I went with a guy with a similar look. I went with Carl Lumbly, and you may not know the name, but he played Dick Halloran in Dr. Sleep. Seeing as Scatman Crothers has been dead for quite some time.
Yeah, there is that.
I'm not familiar, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness.
No.
It's movie podcast, people.
It's fun. Yeah, but I prefer to watch good movies.
He was Isaiah Bradley in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay. Yep, got him. Yep,
there
good.
we go.
Got him. Yep. He was Martian Manhunter's father on Supergirl as well. That's where I remember him the most.
Oh, okay.
He is awesome. So yeah, good pick.
We had Matty D comment in from Time Well Wasted.
Yes.
And he said Matt Smith.
Oh.
And I think that he's got the great look for it.
Yeah, interesting. Absolutely.
He's doing a great job on House of the Dragon.
Because his face, it's almost like sculptured. It looks sculptured. Right?
Nice pick.
Like, look at that. It looks sculptured.
It's chiseled.
Right? Chiseled. There we go. Good pick, Matty D. That was off you. So my Chief Hatcher, I know it was getting tossed out there just briefly, but I did pick Ben Foster. I think obsess over this guy now. I love his acting, especially in a serious dark role.
Like 30 Days of Night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think he would just chew the crap out of this role, you know, especially if you watch him in 310 to Yuma too.
Oh yeah.
You know, that is Chief Hatcher to me. So I like it. All right, who's next? Let's take a look. It is our poor victim, William R. Simonson, who was originally played by Joseph Cotton. Our victim. Who's playing your victim, Dave?
The victim. Let's
Mr.
see,
Body.
here. I have Bradley Cooper.
Oh, dang. After A Star is Born, I think he would kill that role.
I see. I haven't seen A Star is Born. I haven't seen enough on a dramatic side from him to really gauge.
He that's what I was thinking, was that he could be, because I think, like most of us, we were introduced to him with The Hangover.
I'm pretty confident.
Pretty sure, yeah.
And
that
then
was his breakout.
Bradley
Cooper.
What was it?
I think that and All About Steve, as horrible as what, like, that's where I was hearing
that's
where I was hearing his name. I think honestly, for me, the first flick I think I know I like where he stood out for me was 18.
Oh, but see, that's after Hangover.
Yeah, but I think I saw 18 before Hangover, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, movie
was
wise,
it, American Sniper?
American Sniper.
First serious role.
That is a very serious role. You're right, Dave.
American Sniper.
Yes.
Yeah, I never watched it.
If he can make a doll and make the scene amazing, okay, the man can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Jason, who is your William
William R. Simonson.
William Simonson.
Yes. So now it goes with the next one in the line as well. There's kind of reasoning for it, just on a casting basis alone. But I wanted somebody older who's going to really bring some drama. But he's broken, right? He is really defeated because of what he knows. Will Smith. I know I'm blowing up the budget, but Will Smith,
I think you can get him cheap right now.
The work.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really heard much anymore.
I know. I'm still on my boycott. So you can get him pretty darn cheap.
But no, I want Will Smith. I want Will Smith. He's gonna give a truly just utterly devastated performance.
He's a killer actor. But that's right now is sadly like saying so is Kevin Spacey. You know what I mean? Like, so, but dude, look at it this way. Not only are you getting a great actor, you're cutting your budget down because you know he'll be cheap.
Yep.
See?
Sure.
That's frugal. That's the kind of producer you need, Dave, right there.
I'll take it. Damn the publicity.
That's right.
There's no such thing as bad publicity, right?
Yeah, there is. Ask Will Smith. James, who's yours?
I went with Xander Berkeley.
Oh, dang, yeah.
Xander Berkeley. I know the name.
24.
He was George Mason in 24. He was Gregory that Maggie hangs in Walking Dead. He was the leader of Hilltop.
Okay, got it.
Yes. He is one of those people like before, he's that guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes, he is. But he is one of those
amazing character actor. Yeah. Good pick, dude.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Well, this is where I'm going to recycle one of James's because I thought the best person to play that would be Johnny Depp. And I think he would just chew up the scenery doing that.
That was one of Dave's.
That was Dave's.
I thought it was you that said Johnny. No, it was you that did say Johnny Depp, Dave. I'm so sorry. I'm taking Dave's.
No worries.
But with Johnny, like if you watch like White Mass and things like that,
Black Mass.
So sorry, but he's white.
He's such a lovely, cuddly guy in that movie,
right? And that's what it is because this guy has got a creepy edge to him right from the beginning. Especially once you find out that the woman living with him, it's not a partner, it's furniture. So there's a creepy edge to him.
Yeah.
And I think Johnny could nail that. Me personally.
Johnny can do everything. Come on.
Yeah. And he's on an upswing now So
There you go.
that's going to chew my budget out. Yes. All right. Tab Fielding.
Just don't shop it to Warner Brothers and you'll be fine.
Right? Or Disney. Well, no, Disney wants him back again. Tab Fielding, played by Chuck Connors, the rifleman himself.
Yeah.
Dave, who's going to replace the rifleman?
Tom Hardy.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. He has that same dominant feel as like a masculine character, because Chuck Connors, like you said, the rifleman, he has that strong masculine feel. Even as an antagonist, he still brings that to the table. And I figured Tom Hardy, I think, has that same vibe.
Yeah, and he's got the one thing Chuck Connors doesn't have. He's got the English attitude to give that little pompous kind of air to that character. You know? Ooh, dang, yeah, that's a good pick. Now I want to see this movie. Jason, who you got?
So my Tab Fielding, I was kind of seeing as somebody who is like in the shadow of Simonson kind of thing. Like he's kind of taking his spot almost. Anthony Mackie. To me, that's like a new generation Will Smith. He's got the same kind of swagger, but can also rein it in and give you a nice some serious chops. And he can pull off the action when he needs to. Anthony Mackie, that's my guy.
That is a good guy. That is a good pick.
And I just want to see Anthony Mackie and Will Smith just have one little thing.
I thought for sure if you're going to put Anthony Mackie there, you should have put Eminem as the other character. Then they could have like a rap battle or something. Just thinking. Greg's here.
We'll have to see the budget, how the budget goes.
Hey, everyone. Hope everyone and Jason are doing amazing.
And Jason, what'd I do?
It's good you were included.
I don't know what I did.
You showed up.
Apparently.
James, who's your Tab Fielding?
I went with a guy who would have a similar profile, like a big guy with an imposing build. I went with Dolph Lundgren.
Oh,
okay.
Well, we got you picked Batista, didn't you?
I had Batista.
Yeah, earlier, I was going to say with Batista and Dolph Lundgren in that same film. Dang, yeah, but no, Dolph Lundgren.
Ooh, nice, a veteran presence.
Yep.
Okay.
I like that. I think I chose a little too old in my thinking now, because I saw him more of like a caretaker.
Oh.
But later on he does change, obviously. I went with Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh.
But in hindsight, I'm thinking that's actually probably horrible casting right there.
Is Tommy Lee Jones still working?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure. I can't remember the last time I even heard his name.
And see, I think that's the problem. I'm thinking No Country for Old Men and like that kind of, but that was quite some time ago. So yeah, we won't talk about my tab. All right, on to Cheryl. Dave, who do you have? Because now we're in the top three. Really?
I'm gonna pull from Kevin Smith again, just because I seen Clerks 3 the other day. I went with Rosario. I went with Rosario Dawson.
Oh, nice pick.
I can't dispute, but I'm angry. Jealous, I know. Yes, I'm jealous. Green with envy, if you'll say.
Soylent green with envy. Sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. I don't know. I thought about who would work with, who was going to play Thorn, and I thought about the female that I think would complement the character, but at the same time had enough acting chops to hold a scene on her own. And Rosario just was like popped right into my head. So,
see, I love Rosario, but I find the character of Cheryl to be very submissive. Almost. I don't think I've ever seen Rosario do that kind of role.
No, not quite.
So it would be
Not quite.
interesting to see, just because like usually it's always a strong woman,
Yes.
even in Sin City, head of the prostitutes, but she's still,
Not saying she couldn't.
yeah.
Just
Oh,
not
no,
sure,
that's just it.
I haven't seen it. I know I haven't seen anything that soft from her.
So far, everybody that puts up a character, you can picture it in your head. I can't picture her being submissive just because of what I've seen.
Yeah.
But I would love to see it. So I think that's cool.
And when you see part 3, call me.
Oh, don't worry. Everyone will know, and I'm sure we'll hook up because it's gonna be a while. That's why I'm angry. There's no screenings around here, and no, like the Fathom Events thing. Only in Toronto. That's the closest theaters that we're showing it.
Well, I'll distract him for you, Dave. Who is your Cheryl, Jason?
My Cheryl, because the whole idea and the term calling them furniture really stood out to me. So when I'm picturing my Cheryl, I'm picturing this is her place, and she plays a certain part. So for when I'm thinking of furniture, I was thinking she's like a porcelain statue. Gemma Arterton.
Interesting.
Gemma Arterton kind of playing that similar to what I remember from Voices, where she's just kind of very soft and prim, and yeah, she
Voices.
carries herself
Jesus.
she carries herself very gracefully.
Shit, disturbed cat.
That sounds graceful.
That wasn't her.
I know, still.
Yeah, Gemma Arterton. She, like, when I think of like a porcelain doll type of character, there we are. I think that she fits my part.
Very cool. Okay. All right, you over there, James. What you got?
I went with someone with a similar look and could probably use the work right now. I went with Shannon Elizabeth.
Oh, yeah. There's not much seen of her lately.
No.
I think Jane Silent Bob Strike Back is the last time I saw her.
Reboot.
Technically
She
reboot.
was
She was in the reboot too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The World Series of Poker, you always see her on there.
That's not a role though. Well, I guess it is. Interesting.
Yeah, she doesn't show up in many
No.
movies these days.
Okay.
All right.
I went with someone that I could see more of a docile type character, only because of some of the roles she's played from Boogie Nights and Scream 2, is Heather Graham.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Just it was weird because even watching it, when I was looking at what's her name, Lee Taylor Young, I was actually seeing Heather Graham.
You're right. The Boogie Nights specifically.
Yeah,
You're definitely a very similar parallel there.
It-
Yeah.
that and then the docile from Scream 2 when she did that opening in Stab, right? That I think would be kind of cool.
Nice. Yes. Nice.
Okay, number 2 actor, Saul Roth by the legendary Edgar G. Robinson. Dave, who's your Saul?
Edward G. Robinson.
What did I say?
Edgar.
Edgar? Oh, it's Edward. Is it Edward?
Yeah, it's
It
Edward
is.
G. Robinson.
It is Edward. I'm smoking something very good.
So disrespectful.
I
To the
needed to bring someone with age, but the intensity and the grace to Saul. So I went with Morgan Freeman.
Oh, nice.
Wow, you're really swinging for the fences on this budget, man. You want Samuel L. and Morgan Freeman? Come on.
Look, Warner Brothers, I only need $1 trillion and I can make this happen.
You're going to have the highest casting budget ever.
Just $1 trillion, Warner
I
Brothers.
mean, if you think and you swap them out with Morgan Freeman and that dialogue, the conversation back at the house that he has with Thorne, but again, you swap it out with that, like, Along Came a Spider. He had more intensity with his delivery when he was playing. What is it? Alex
Cross.
Yes, Alex Cross. Thank you. and that type of delivery for that character for Saul, I think he could probably steal the movie.
Yeah. Along Came a Spider. Yeah, he was had a little more anger to his performance in there than you usually see out of him.
Yeah, he because typically, they have them very monotone and relaxed, and
because that's his voice.
And you playing,
I'm even
But
thinking
with
Lieutenant Somerset too from Seven.
Yes,
It would be that kind of role, a thinking role.
There was another one he did with, I don't know if it was Ashley Judd. It was
Long Came a Spider.
Double Jeopardy.
No,
not Double Jeopardy.
No, he wasn't in Double Jeopardy.
Oh, okay.
That was Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, okay.
No,
I get them mixed up.
He was in a movie where he was helping to defend a military guy who was accused of murder.
Kiss the Girls.
No, that was the
High Crimes.
High Crimes. Yes.
Hey, I got it.
Yes.
Thank you, IMDb.
He was always
Google.
called himself the wild card in that one.
Yeah. But see, even if the acting didn't do it, the voice would. So you got it covered on both ends, Dave. That's perfect. Where are we here? Jason, who is your Saul?
My Saul, older, wiser. He's seen some shit. But the Thorn is his son, basically, and knowing that the whole dinner scene was completely ad-libbed by them. That was like their idea, wasn't even in the script. That was such a fun scene. And yeah, Brendan Gleeson for my Saul.
Oh, I like Brendan Gleeson.
He's gonna have a nice gruff attitude when he needs to, grumpy, but soft and intelligent. Yeah, Brendan Gleeson all the way.
Oh, I like that. Yes. See, this is 4 different movies of the same script, and I would love to watch each individual one.
The genre kind of thing that we're playing with,
Yeah. Dang. Okay, James.
I might want to change my answer.
Yeah, that's never been done on the Madhouse before.
No. Well, I wanted to go with like a cool older actor, and I wanted to do Eli Wallach, and then I remembered that he died like 8 years ago. So that'd be a little tough.
It fits into Jason's budget.
And so I was going to go with Danny DeVito.
Oh.
Really?
But Jason's answer made me want to change my mind to James Cosmo. James Cosmo, you might most remember him as Lord Commander Mormont from season 1 and 2 of Game of Thrones. He was the Lord Commander of Night's Watch.
Okay.
Oh God, yeah. Just like Brendan Gleeson, he was in Braveheart.
Yeah, he's got big gruff.
Yes.
Big gruff UK actor.
I think he was the dad in Braveheart.
He was the dad.
Kept getting arrows in his body.
He was
everywhere.
also the dad in Trainspotting, but not much.
That's a good pick. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll stick with James Cosmo instead. Not that Danny DeVito can't pull off anything.
No. It'd definitely be a different take for sure.
Yeah. No, that's a good pick.
I'm almost picturing him from Get Shorty.
And I was surprised. I was looking up Danny DeVito. He's like almost 80 years old.
And he's been around.
And see, now I want to change mine, sort of. Because for my Roth, I had Christopher Walken.
He can do anything
I
as well.
thought he would be cool because, and sadly, I've seen him recently. He looks really old. So I think he would make that look as well as what he could do to chew it apart. But now, after these two, I want Brian Cox.
Oh shit. Wow, yes.
I don't know.
Yes. There's just something about these old, wise, big dudes with attitude,
Yes. Son of a gun. Dang it.
Well, I changed mine, so you change yours.
Okay, I'll change
There
mine.
you go.
Now I want Christopher Cox or Brian Walken. All right. We are now on to our Detective Thorne.
They play Siamese twins.
Yes, the Siamese twins characters. But this one, Detective Thorne by the immortal Charlton Heston, who graces our intro.
Yes.
So, Dave, who do you got?
Well, you'd have to figure with all the names that I have, from Tom Hardy to Morgan Freeman, Johnny Depp, Samuel L. Jackson, we had to put somebody up there that could handle the reins of being the main focus. And I went with Hugh Jackman.
Oh shit.
Warner
Nice.
Brothers, I just need $2 trillion. Okay. But dang, yeah, that would be good.
I think that, well, he's an amazing actor, and I don't think it really matters what kind of script you put in front of him. He would make it work. And not only would he make it work, he would excel at it.
You look at Prisoners and Logan, and you
Oh.
match them together,
Jeez.
and you get Thorne, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Expensive, but good pick. Jason, who do you got?
As I'm watching this flick, I'm going, okay, Thorne is so much like another character that I have seen. He's just slightly less trained. Jack Reacher. So I want Alan Ritchson, who plays Jack Reacher on Prime.
The new one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because to my mind, how Heston played Thorne, he was very similar to Jack Reacher, but just a little less trained and skilled.
It's
very observant and, more than you realize,
And he can get angry. Look at his hawk, right?
Oh, yeah, he's going to hurt somebody.
Right?
Oh, and again, it goes back to big climactic battle. Come on, Alan Ritchson and Batista having a duke.
Oh, that
Come
would be cool.
on.
Okay, yeah.
There's your big knockdown drag out.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. All right, good pick.
I think I still like the Reacher movies better than the TV show.
Yeah, but
damn, he fits that role to a T.
He's cheaper than Tom Cruise.
Oh no, I know.
His price tag has gone up a little bit right now, but he's still well within budget. I think.
Yep.
He's still always Thad to me from Blue Mountain State, but
Yeah.
but he's perfect as Reacher. Even though, because Tom Cruise is just out of this world actor, and out of his mind sometimes. But anyway.
Yeah. It's like his Lestat from Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
He did a great job, but there are other people that would have fit the role better.
Stuart Townsend.
Stuart Townsend and whoever's playing it on the TV show now, I can't remember.
Oh my God! Don't even talk to me about that. All right.
I know.
I didn't even know it was happening, and all of a sudden I'm seeing ads.
I saw a trailer. And I thought, this looks. Wait, what they're doing? What?
And apparently, the Christian Slater role is now Eric Bogosian.
Yeah.
Who's like twice his age?
Yep.
I don't get it.
And it doesn't even go back to the time that. Yeah. Okay. No. We're not.
It almost looked futuristic at some point or something.
We are not doing this now.
Anyway. Okay.
Who's your Thorne?
Who was yours?
Mine was Alan Ritchson. We didn't get to yours.
Yeah, we were just going to get to yours.
Yes,
okay. Well, I kept trying to think who can grandstand like Charlton Heston, especially the way he does in Planet of the Apes. And so I went with a guy who can play anything, including the shark in Jaws. His nickname is Ham Affleck. I went with Ben Affleck.
Nice pick.
Oh dang, that's good.
Oh yes. Oh, all day. Yes.
I don't even want to give my answer.
I've been thinking about that ever
like
since.
Ben.
It was one of your other picks, and you just said this person can do anything. They're in Kevin Smith stuff. I'm like, did you tell him I could do it? Even the shark in Jaws.
Oh, you give him some of his Boston Southie side.
Yeah.
From Good Will Hunting. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can mix all the roles into
or
this.
the town.
Or the town.
Yeah.
The town. There you go. You bring that version of Affleck in. Yeah, you got something.
And then the big fight scene like in Batman. Yeah.
There, yeah. Oh,
Oh.
fuck yeah.
Done. Okay, mine doesn't even not even compare to all three of yours. Like, I like my pick, but the three of you guys nailed it. I picked Don Cheadle
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
because he's got the dramatic side, and with War Machine, we've seen a bit of action in him.
Yeah.
But I think he could play that rough and tumble guy pretty darn easy. Not like your three, though. You guys win that one.
We talk about genres. I feel like yours is little bit more on the dramatic side, a little less actiony.
I was going for that film noir type.
Yeah, right.
know.
A little less actiony.
Yeah. But
I'm
especially
going-
when you see my director.
Oh yeah. I forgot we were doing director.
Yes. So let's get to it. Dave, who's going to helm this $1 trillion movie?
There's only one person that could do that.
Uh-oh. Are we now asking for 3 trillion?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg. Of course.
I was gonna say there's only one person that could possibly do that.
And I got to be honest, I think he might even say, you know what, cut my salary in half because I want to do this film because this was one of his favorites.
Is Spielberg gonna be willing to go that deeply R-rated just on F-bombs alone?
Look, Sam,
Well-
let's try something a little different. Mother fudger? Maybe?
The TV edit writes itself.
Yep, exactly.
It would be the way I see it in my head. It would be a little bit more spiced on the action and more in the delivery of like dialogue, those intimate moments or serious moments. And I mean, sure, there's tons of directors out there, but if I'm shooting for the stars, why not go for the best?
And I got to be honest, if anybody can rein in Sam Jackson, I think Sam Jackson working with Spielberg, he would do it to work with Spielberg.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't. Hasn't he?
I don't think he has. That's what I mean. Like,
Top of my head, I don't think so.
I think if Spielberg came to him and said, I want you for this role, but we got to clean it, I think he'd be, yeah, I'm on board. Do it. He is the one actor that could do it. So that's a really good. And I would love to see his version of this film. Nice. Now, I didn't mention it. Richard Fleischer was the original director. And I didn't realize it, though I should have. His father is Max Fleischer.
Oh,
created the Superman cartoons.
right.
The filming actually shut down for a week because his father passed away during the filming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jason, there we go. We've learned something. We can go home.
All right. My director.
I'm right. He has worked with him.
He has? Oh,
Jurassic Park.
oh dang. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's the code dude. And he didn't say a single
Hold
word.
on to your butts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I hate
shit.
that guy. Yes. And he did rein him in. Now we know.
Yeah, we know he can do
Hold
it.
on to your No.
Yeah. Who's your director, Jason?
My director. I had a specific vibe in mind right from the beginning. Guy Ritchie. I want Sherlock Holmes Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
I want it to have a very stylized look, almost period piece, if you will, even though it's going to be futuristic. So almost kind of a steampunky kind of vibe. That's just what he can do, and he does it well. And all these people, I think he can get the best out of them.
That's a good pick too. For that style, absolutely.
I'm going action comedy, heavier on the action.
Yeah.
I think you win that one. I actually like that.
But see, now I can. You look at Schindler's List. I think Spielberg can darken up this film and give it a really apocalyptic edge. That's why I like the idea of Spielberg. I love the idea of Ritchie because it's the steampunk futuristic.
If you're looking for Spielberg to go a little more expansive, just look at AI.
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
All right.
I'm going for the visual aesthetic, is what I mean.
All right, James.
Okay.
Who did you pick as your director?
I went with someone who's pretty hot right now. Even got a shout out recently from Martin Scorsese, and some of his horror-ish movies have this kind of sense of dread in them. So I went with Ty West.
Oh,
I'm still hoping to see X one of these days, and
Yeah, that's the one I keep hearing
Pearl
about.
just came out.
it was good.
Yeah, Pearl just came out,
X.
and that's the one that got a shout out from Scorsese.
It shocked me how much I really liked it and how well written it was, because it still filmed grindhouse style.
Yeah, and like one of his first films, House of the Devil, it was very convincing how much he made that movie look like a legit 80s movie.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, this feels like 70s celluloid.
Yeah.
That thing made of people, like Mike
We
said
won't,
earlier.
we won't talk about Cabin Fever
Right.
2 because I doubt he even wants to talk about that.
Oh, did you see it, Dave? That's what Mike said earlier.
Okay.
And I played a smart ass and said it was about film. No, that's a good pick. See, and again, I was going for the film noir, but I wanted to have that reality feel to it, almost like a documentary kind of thing. I went with Oliver Stone.
Oh.
Oh.
Now who's talking budget?
Okay, yeah. Okay. But still, once he starts piecing it together, I love some of his editing styles that he's done.
We did say you were going more dramatic. Well, there you go. You got a very dramatic director.
Yes. So I would go Oliver Stone on that one. And yeah, I think that bumps my budget up to Dave's there.
I'm actually going to see if I can Google and budget out my flick
Yeah,
just to see what my casting budget would be. I'm curious.
I think I might too.
Tell you what, I'll do the homework. I'll do the homework and figure out everybody's
Okay.
budgets.
Okay.
Look out, Dave. You got a big bill coming.
Let's see who has the cheapest budget. I'm curious now.
There we go. And I'll try and scale like percentage wise. If it's a smaller part, I'll scale with what I find.
Okay.
So I'll try and scale it to an equivalent. How big of a part are they?
Well, yeah, even if you go through and say Roy Donovan, he's like 10% of the film.
Right.
Right. That way you can go 10% of everybody's choice
Sure.
of their wage.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah,
beauty.
I'll do this.
All right.
It'll take me a day or two, but I'll work it up. I'll do the math.
Perfect. I'm excited for that. But Dave, thanks for the pick. That's a great thing because I'd seen Soylent Green a billion years ago, so I got to refresh it today.
Yeah, I got to watch it not too long ago. I remember I watched it back in the 90s on VHS, and it really captured my imagination.
Big time. Oh, even Matt says this was fun, guys. Great picks all around.
Thanks.
Thank you.
That's what I've loved about this recasting, and this one especially. We made 4 different films
Mm-hmm.
about the same story,
Yep.
and I want to see all 4.
Except at the
and
end,
again,
I want it to
for
be
some
painful.
reason,
I don't
the
want it to be
cyberpunk
a
thing just-
beautiful dying
Sorry, Dave, go ahead.
process. Oh no, I was just saying, at the end, when they roll him in and, it's supposed to be this beautiful ending, as he's dying. I want it to be like horrific, I want it to be like, this sucks.
Well, he's about to be Soylent Green, so yeah, that's gonna be a little painful, I think.
Probably.
Very cool.
But yeah, just the recent cyberpunk refresher I've been getting, just Soylent Green just would lend to that world so well. Could easily do like a cyberpunk kind of vibe to a Soylent Green remake.
I think you could.
Yeah.
Like you said,
That's
it's supposed
fun.
to be the future, right?
And it would have to be from now. It would have to be, right? You can't,
But see, that's just it. And this is when Dave first mentioned it. If you made it now, you would be making it now. Kind of like 2012 was made in 2011. Like it's made now. And how many picks are so accurate in that film? So,
Yeah. True. There's you go. You make a remake that is supposed to be a carbon copy, like a period piece carbon copy of the film. So you remake Soylent Green as if you were making it in the 70s.
Oh, interesting.
Like you keep it to that kind of feel. So what I'm talking is like the treatment of the women, like the all the cultural taboos. No, this is a period piece. So you leave it alone, let it go, because this is just how it was back then.
Yep.
Okay. You make it clear that this is a period piece, not a remake. It's a period piece. There we go. A period piece.
I like that. Greg has a message for you, James. James, cross your legs.
So unladylike.
He's just upset I didn't put Colin Farrell in there.
That's what it is. Yep. Yeah, you didn't put Colin Farrell in there.
I considered it.
Did you? Okay. That shows the thought that went into it. You didn't have to pick 8 actors and Colin Farrell. He actually thought. That's good. That's good. Well, man, Dave, thanks so much for being on the show. It's always a blast having you.
Yes,
here.
Dave. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We got to get you back more, especially with picks like this. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, because
It's
again,
been a blast.
I'm watching it still holds up.
I was definitely had a blast. I'm gonna take a moment to plug something here that's coming out in December. My novel, it's called Through the Eyes of Madness. It is a murder mystery. It's coming out, I want to say December 8th. It'll be like Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, places like that. So check it out. And it's going to be, it's pretty intense. It was about 100,000 word manuscript. So
that's a lot of words.
My editor's going through it right now.
Dude,
so that's probably why my ears are ringing. She's like, I hate you. I hate you.
I wrote like 30 and it took me forever. Okay.
Well, it took me a year to plot it. I started backwards with who the killer was, and then just kind of started working backwards to the beginning, to the first murder. And then once I got that done, then I actually started tackling the chapters. So it took me, including the plotting, it probably took me about 5 years to write.
Dang.
Wow.
Well, congratulations on that. You said it's coming up?
December 8th.
Nice. Well, we'll get you back on again before then so we can plug it again.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
So, yeah, because, I'm always interested in selling movie rights too.
See? But dude, I literally know what your budget's like, and no one can afford that.
Okay. Not for this one. Not for this one. We'll see. I'll work it out.
Alrighty. Well, again, Dave, thank you so much. We'll get you back on because, again, I love the pick, and we want to push your book some more. Guys, we have amazing movies.
Yes.
Yes. We all made amazing movies tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, for another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And our buddy.
I'm Dave.
Yes. We'll see you all later.
Bye.
What was that, James?
I said toodles.
I say shut up! It's a man!